if you want the retro look, but you also want the features, well, the the dealership's gonna love you. You know, if you do end up getting the 1958 model, yeah, it's not just getting the headlights with all the tech. Yeah, you get the white roof, the two-tone roof as well, with this, you know, really cool utility rack on top. And this is, you know, this isn't just a style thing, it's functional as well, right? Because if you're out in the desert, yeah, having a white roof is just going to keep the interior of the cabin cooler, isn't it? And in fact, you know, if you get the base model, you don't get much. So you don't even get a roof rack here, you know, the regular roof rack. You just get nothing. So I don't know, but I guess it is a very tall vehicle. So, you know, if you're someone who would never use a roof rack on a vehicle like this, maybe you're just going for the hitch mount stuff, whatever. Yeah, maybe the base model might be appealing for you because, yeah, you know, just less wind noise. And yeah, it's just going to give you what, like a third of a mile, a third of a mile per gallon better. But, you know, regardless of which trim you go with, you are going to get this iconic retro grille, aren't you, with the Toyota script all the way across. Now the headlights, yes, so here's the thing, you know, obviously, yeah, you might like these retro headlights better, but you know, you might not be able to get one of those special editions. But the thing is, you know, can you swap the headlight? Surely you can, because even though the headlight itself is thinner, it's got this large fake mesh insert in it, doesn't it? So the overall size here, it's the same spot. It's the same space. So, you know, the real question is not really whether you can do it. it's can you afford to do it? I mean, how much is Toyota going to charge for these things? But the thing that I would say is, you know, the regular, more modern headlights here, they do kind of suit this design very well. And I just love this clean look. Just, you know, just the line straight across for the daytime running lights. Yeah, it gives it a real mean, purposeful look, doesn't it? And at least on the back side here, there's not really any difference, you know, so it doesn't matter if you go base or all the way up. You basically get the same, you get the same rear end, and that's including this huge tow hitch cover. So I don't know, it's kind of an interesting design, isn't it? Like they really didn't try to integrate it at all. And in fact, it's weird too, because it kind of juts out. You know, you want, that piece alone it probably reduces the departure angle by a couple of degrees, doesn't it? And so you're likely to actually just rip that. You're probably just going to rip it off anyways if you're doing some off-roading like this. And on the inside here, actually, I really love this interior. You know, a lot of people are saying, like, why isn't it more similar to the 4Runner? But actually, I like this kind of more reserved, more grown-up look. You know, the 4Runner is just, it's more playful for sure. But yeah, this is kind of a higher end vehicle, isn't it? I mean, it's a Land Cruiser. Yes, it's not the same as the old Land Cruiser, but it's still it's still a Land Cruiser. So yeah, I think it's just a little bit more comfortable in here. But you still get, I mean, you still get some nice touches here. I mean, look at this. Look at the vent, the bezel on the vent design here. And of course, the thing I really love about this, if you do go for one of the higher trims, yeah, you get 12.3 inches. You don't get that huge, computer mounted on the dash like the 4Runner has. Or if you do get one of the models with the smaller screen, yeah, you can see here, you do get these like fake vents, you know, kind of thrown on the side to kind of fill in the area. So that does kind of give it, you know, if you do want that more rugged look, that is going to help, you know, definitely. And this is, you know, you can still use those screens. That's still big enough to see, you know, to see what you want to see. And in fact, I really like this is the smaller gauge cluster. So you still get a screen there. I mean, it's still a pretty good size screen. And then this is really cool. There's like, you know, for the fuel and the coolant temperature, it's actually a little bit more of a retro design as well. It's just like a bar gauge. And, you know, so I think, yeah, I don't think you even really need to go for the top trim here to really get the stuff you want. So that's kind of that's where I would say, well, maybe you don't even need to go all in and, you know, try to get your hands on one of these. And then Toyota did give us physical buttons, so you don't have to use any of those screens if you don't want. Actually, you don't. You don't. Yeah, I mean, look at this. You got everything, and it's very nice switchgear as well. And so yeah, you know, you're getting hybrid with this. You know, I hope you wanted to get a hybrid because that's kind of your only choice, isn't it? The real question to me is why is this sit up higher too? I mean, if anything, you know, if anything, that should be flush since the cargo area sits up higher. So I don't know what's going on with that, but the thing is this, you know, this cargo space, this is another pro compared to the 4Runner. It's huge compared to the 4Runner because it's such a tall, boxy design, isn't it? So at the end of the day, you know, actually this thing looks great inside and out, and that, you know, it doesn't even matter which trim you go with.